Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to GrindGameZ.LIVE. I am Ignorant Smiles. Today we're going to be playing. I already set up the quick play. Matter of fact, let me see who's online right quick. God, bang them dang Skittles right quick. And come out. I know Hall Pass started a party. He's probably playing Hunt, but I'm not currently playing Hunt, so. Oh, he's playing Sekiro. Not playing that either, so I'm gonna start a quick play. My filters, I really like the game mode cyber attack, and it's only available in regular. So I'm only gonna do domination and cyber attack. That's all I feel like playing right now. I already got my class set up. And you already know, we're muting everybody. How many of them? All of them. People out here talking crazy. We got kids and stuff trying to watch. Kids and stuff talking crazy. It's been a day. Regular day in the hood, Call of Duty. So now they got new tracers. I bought a bundle pack. It's the... Let me go to my bundles. The Shinobi bundle. Blue tracers. And these look like sparks. That looks dope. I already got a class set, so let's spark them up.
Oh, I'll be would even hit me.
Charlie secure.
Oh,
And it's the SMG class.
Domination.
Mute all. I wish I could just have the setting to mute all. Instead of per round. I've never used this weapon. This is the first time I use this weapon.
Enemy is securing Charlie.
Oof! It's dangerous.
Securing Alpha. Enemy
Oof!
taking Charlie.
Danger close. Danger close.
We have lost Alpha secure.
That's actually the terminology for an airstrike, but we're gonna use it because these niggas is close. Gotta fix my keyboard.
Enemy UAV overhead.
What I don't like, I mean, it's cool. Look at it. It got blue smoke.
The enemy has captured
It's
two
animated.
objectives. Move to secure. Enemy is securing Alpha.
That's a dope bullet tracer right there. Only thing I don't like is that it doesn't ADS. It goes to laser sight. And if I change it, it changes the Pro Tune settings. So it's not a Pro Tune gun anymore.
We are losing Charlie. The enemy holds all objectives. Secure those positions. We are taking Charlie.
I wonder if that's just the animation of the gun. Where they,
Objective Alpha.
you shoot them with the sparks and it looks like they get teleported out like some
Objective Alpha secure.
Fortnite stuff.
We are taking Bravo.
quick reload. I didn't even know it reloaded.
We are losing Alpha. The enemy holds 2 objectives. Securing objective Charlie.
I did not mean to do that.
Securing Charlie. Enemy is taking Alpha. Taking Alpha.
We're getting
Enemy is
whooped.
taking Charlie.
I mean, spanked.
Enemy is securing Charlie. Securing objective Bravo. Hostiles launched an SAE.
I walked into a
Mission
dead
failed.
match, so I'm not
Return to
really
base.
too worried about that one right there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hop into party with Hall Pass. I ain't even got to worry about. I just joined my own party, so I ain't got to worry about muting people every match and dealing with loud noises and absurd language. We're just in this thing. Grind games. Oh, peep the new hat. Peep the new hat. GrindGames.live/merch. Let's go. And I ordered it for myself too, so this is like officially off my site. Out of my merch store. This is official Grind Games gear right here. Domination. The museum, I like the museum as a map. I played the first time I played it. Actually, the only time I played it was in a cyber attack map, a cyber attack match. And I liked it. I liked the game mode and I liked this map here. I've never played this map before that day. I got some clips on YouTube. You type in Grind Games on YouTube, Ignorant Smiles, you're gonna find me. You don't gotta type me in both, but either or, I'll pop up. Either my gamer tag or Grind Games.
Domination. We are taking Charlie. Setting charge. We control Charlie.
This map has some really nice angles. What? How do you get shot in the face? I gotta watch that.
We are losing Charlie. They're coming.
They kind of just snapped to me there, didn't they?
I'm following you.
Ugh. Here's the angle where
Enemy is
this
securing
window.
Bravo. The enemy took Bravo.
I need to change that. This bouncing Betty. Yo, Hall Pass, what's the word?
YOLO.
Yeah, I need to change that bouncing Betty
Enemy
to
is taking Charlie.
some tags.
We are taking Alpha. Cold-blooded activated.
Can you hear me?
The enemy
I hear you just
controls
fine.
all objectives. Push. The enemy has captured all objectives.
YOLO.
Securing objective Charlie.
Hola.
Heading charge. We control Alpha. These areas.
What's going on with you, my guy?
Not much. I'm
We are
fucking
taking
games
Charlie.
right now.
We are losing Alpha.
I'm reinstalling Division 2 because I've been thinking about it quite a bit, and I'm excited for Heartland because it's part of the Division universe, and I got giddy or an idea of it. There's like 14. So I found a video of like 14 games that are coming out in 2023, and I'm excited for Arc Raiders, the finale or whatever. No, the finals, some car game, and another one. And this looks like a pretty good year for a handful of like,
So what is the most anticipated game out of your list that you think that you're gonna spend the most time on?
Arc Raiders.
Arc Raiders?
Arc Raiders is okay. So Arc Raiders is made by old school Battlefield people.
Wow.
So it's gonna be fucking wild. But you know how Warframe is?
Yeah. I don't care
Imagine
for Warframe.
It's gonna be set up kind of like Warframe, but not Warframe is. It's literally like futuristic, where your people fighting the robots are in like certain regions, but they're like huge ass maps, and kind of like how Warframe is, but they're all open. But I bring up Warframe because it's gonna be like a Warframe system.
Like
Not
as
system,
far as
but
like mission settings and stuff like that.
no, that's the wrong term. Like, you know, Warframe is a free to play, and it's just one of those games. It's underneath PlayStation's thing, under like their repertoire of just. And then you gotta get off my lap so I can think. So it's a free to play exclusive that's gonna be involved.
Well, I like apricots. Can't say I do, can't say I don't.
Apricots are okay.
They are okay, but I can't say I like them, but I can't say I don't like them.
I'll send you the video of like.
Someone on my stream asked that question. I heard you, Hall Pass.
No, you're good. It's kind of a random question. Yo, you like apricots?
He asked me if I like apricot, or not. I'm not gonna assume that this is a he. I don't know who's behind the screen, but this person asked me if I like apricots. Honest answer, can't tell you.
We are losing Charlie.
You like apricots, my guy? As they're eating like an apricot, just try to fill in the void. It's like, I don't know.
I can't say that like they're gross. He said yes, he's a he. Okay, so appreciate you, my guy. That's a solid question. I haven't been asked that before. That's very unique. You have my attention. Your buddy dead. I bought that Shinobi kit on Modern Warfare 2. What? How did he? He better not have snapped to me. Okay, he heard me. That was a legit kill.
I don't like go and Google apricots. No, apricots are dope. I don't like candy apricots.
Okay,
Like
so there's stipulations to what type of apricot. So not the ones dipped in sugar or caramel and stuff
or
like
the
that.
dehydrated ones.
Yeah.
I like the fruit itself.
Like,
Yeah,
see, I think about bananas. I like bananas. I fucking love bananas. But I will bang a whole 10-pound bag of banana chips. I'll eat like one banana and 30 pounds of banana chips.
See, okay, that's a different thing though, because when you do the chips, because like, I know like, okay, fucking, my one homie is like real Cuban, so like, he'll be making the crushed up plantains and shit and turning them into chips. He'd be doing that with like the plantains, the bananas, plantains, etc. Like, he'd just be doing that shit. The chips different from bananas, because like he started fucking whatchamacallit, he was doing it with bananas. I thought that was weird, and he was like, nah, it's sweeter. And then like we were going back and forth on different things, but you can't have them being like ripe bananas because it's have to be like dense, like unripened. So like otherwise, like what's the point? They get smushy and they're already malleable to begin with.
Right.
So chips are different from like the actual. I'm trying to think of the wording on it. Like the undehydrated fruit of it.
Well, just like you were saying, the reason why I brought up banana chips compared to the banana fruit
But no, it makes sense. I get it. My bad.
Securing objective
Is
Alpha.
the dried aspect of it.
Bravo. We control two objectives. We hold all objectives. Keep them secure.
That particular thing, bananas, yeah, I can eat them. I'll smack a fucking banana dried, a bunch of them, in one sitting.
We have lost Bravo.
In another sitting, though, if I had like a bundle of bananas or a bunch of them, I wouldn't be able to eat that whole bunch, like 6, 7 of them in one sitting. But I'll eat that many in one sitting and chips.
Our counter UAV
When I
is
went through
active.
like a heavy banana
That was so
phase,
many
bro,
people right there.
I would throw like, I would take like bananas, and I would throw bananas and oatmeal, bananas. And
My
peanut
movement
butter.
is so choppy right now. Why is my movement so choppy?
Two objectives
I'd
secure.
kill. But bananas is pretty solid. I don't like banana flavor. Like the flavor of bananas, like Laffy Taffies and shit like that. I feel the same was grape or orange. I don't like artificial orange, grape, banana. They're all kind of like, what is this? This one says
Securing
like
objective Bravo.
So you prefer the flavor of like artificial banana over artificial
No.
orange?
Secure
Or
Bravo.
you're saying that
I
like in
said I
general you don't? Okay.
all of those three I don't like.
I don't like too many artificial flavors of anything.
Like I don't mind when I see blueberry. Blueberry's hard to fuck up. Strawberry, raspberries are all solid. But like when I see like grape, orange, and banana, I can't do it. I'm much
Okay,
rather
I got
go
asked
to
in
a
the
tree.
stream, what is your favorite fruit if you had to pick one?
Blueberry.
Blueberry for you?
Yeah. Yes.
Mission is complete. Good work.
My breakfast every morning is frozen blueberries in a jar with OJ. And
I
the
gotta
blueberries,
think
'cause
about
they're
that one, bro.
frozen.
Like I don't, you know me and favorites. I don't do favorites, but this streamer asked me, and you blueberry immediately, boom, blueberry. I can't sit here and be like that one. You know what I mean? Like I like bananas. I like mango, but I'm not gonna sit and like just bang a mango. I would have to say
I love mangoes.
grapes
Ooh.
#1 and like strawberries #2, because I can just smack on those just out the blue. I could take a shot of liquor and bang one of those. You know what I mean? Like I'll be able to eat it with anything. I can take some steak and eat a strawberry. Take steak, eat a grape right afterwards.
Like, this is my morning routine. Like, my morning breakfast is literally frozen blueberries in a cup with like OJ or the pineapple OJ, whatever. And because the blueberries are still frozen, when they start to like defrost and it's making the liquid colder, it becomes like a slushy. And bro, I start my morning off like that every day with like a fistful of vitamins because it's light. I don't feel like I didn't eat anything
Right.
because it starts to turn to a solid. And like, because I don't like heavy things in the morning, and
Yeah.
I much rather not eat. And then I'm
Oh,
like feeling weird by noon, and now I'm like shoving my face down with food.
I just lied to you all. I just lied to the whole row. For one, the person asked the question, he said there's 2,000 different types of fruits, so it's hard to choose. Yes, it is, but I don't eat 2,000 different fruits. I only eat like 9 to 10. So I would have to say a tomato, bar none. Fucking tomato. I bang them like apples. That is my favorite.
See, blueberries, mangoes, alpine strawberries, kiwis, and dragon fruit. I like, especially like the white dragon. They're yellow, but they're white inside. Oh my god,
And
love dragon fruit.
so, okay, how about this? So the debate of whether a tomato is a fruit or a vegetable. Do you believe in that debate?
Yes, and I consider it a fruit, to be honest.
Tomatoes are a fruit. As
Like,
far as like the definition.
but it's the application what they're used in. That's the difference. Like, you're not throwing tomatoes with grapes. You're not throwing it in a fruit salad. You're throwing it in a literal salad with veg. That's the application of it, though. It is a fruit by design, but it's how we use it is where it becomes misclassified.
Just like a melon.
Yeah.
So how is a mango? There's mangoes that are melons, like a watermelon is a mango. They like if you go to South Africa or Africa, and they tell you it's all no melon. So a mango is a melon, not a melon is a mango. Opposite terminology. So mango's a melon in Africa, no matter what kind it is. But here it's two different things. It's a mango and it's a melon. Now, a watermelon is considered a melon, and a mango is considered a melon. So is a peach. It's a melon.
I think it's because
I got
it doesn't
distracted
have
because I'm
melon
playing the
in
game.
the name. No, you're good. I think because we're Americans, if it doesn't have the family associated, like watermelon, melon, shit like that, cantaloupe is considered a melon.
Yeah.
Well, cantaloupe, it kind of throws it off as well because
But a
cantaloupe
cantaloupe's a melon.
melons. Yeah, but they look like it. I think with Americans, fuck. See, the more we talk about
See,
this,
we
it makes
get
me
deep. See,
dislike Americans. Like,
bro, I
there's
fucking hate
so
us.
much like backward shit we do where it's like, I like as much as I don't fuck with the red state, but then when you start to think about Americans, it's like, God, we're kind of like we're oxymorons by ourselves. Like, bro, it's just fucking sauces. Like, I'm gonna go and eat like nuggets. Yeah, but you're drenching your nuggets in like that ranch. Why? Or barbecue, whatever it is. Like, there's so much sauce with shit. There's so much like little things, and then you start to look at the bigger picture. Fuck, bro, this is weird. Like, God, we suck. I don't think we realize this.
You know what? Like even on this subject when we're talking about vegetables and fruits and classifications of these things, what about the classifications of animals? Do you know that a killer whale is actually a fucking dolphin?
Yes.
The orca whale is a dolphin. Why do we call it a whale? It's a dolphin.
It's big. It's not. It's a big dolphin, but even they're like considered smart dogs as well. Like they're because they hunt. They both do the same thing. They fuck up sharks, and it's just a bigger version of one. And they have different snouts for.
What was that?
But,
whoa! Like this body was glitching around. I turned to shoot it. Yeah, I'm clipping that. I'm gonna send that to you, bro. I'm clipping that. I turned to shoot the body, but it's just graphic flipping. It's ragdolling.
I'll be honest. I literally just threw the Call of Duty. I was looking at it and my dishatred, not dishatred, but like I don't have the heart for this Call of Duty, and I don't have heart for like everything that's happening with it. I just decided to delete it. Because I realized it's 150 gigs, and I don't really care for it right now, and that bothers me. So
I seen him looking at me. It's big as shit, and if you're not gonna play it, then fuck it.
Yeah, that's why I'm re-downloading like Division, because I'm excited for Heartlands. It's a free-to-play, and it's in the Division realm, so I'm like, fuck it.
Heartlands is an individual game, or it's an add-on to Division?
No. It's gonna be a free-to-play standalone, but it's in the Division world.
Nice.
And I like the Division. Like, I like how urban the first one was. I really liked it. The second one became more militia-like, and people like the more militia, but I like the feeling of like, kind of like how the last of Us is. There's militias, but then there's regular people just trying to get by with it, even though the world's fucked. I like shit like that.
I'm an avid player of Division 1 and 2. I didn't mean to cut you off there, bro. But yeah, I'm an avid player of both of them. I've beat them all. I've gotten top tier in the dark zones and like all that.
I didn't play the first one, but I bought the second one on a whim one night, and I really enjoyed it, but I don't like the way Ubisoft does games, because it's a looter shooter, bro. Like, what's the point of me putting so much effort into one gun just so I'm about to grab a better gun in like 5 minutes? Then it's like, what was the point of tuning this one? What's the point of giving me an option tuning when I'm about to find a better gun?
Because
and then you kind of have sentimental value to the one you like, because that's your only grenade launcher. Then when you find a grenade launcher, you're like, like, I don't know, bro. I don't like
because the game is that game is about scaling. It's not necessarily about, you know, putting your time into one object or a level course, whatever. It's all about scaling and adventuring. So as you
No,
scale in
and I get
adventure,
that, but I get that, but you're constantly changing your shit. You're
like,
constantly going things in rotation. Like I can find a
we
gold
got
tier
whooped.
something,
Compromise.
and then find like a purple tier or a blue tier that's
That's
better than
better
my
than that.
orange because it's like 3 levels higher. And then it's like, what's the point of having color separation of rarities when you know the rarity that you have is not going to be obsolete literally in 5 minutes?
Because it's about scaling. Once you scale, okay. So when say you're level 49, all right,
Yeah,
your weapon source and your traits may last all the way up to like level 51, right? So now you're at level 51 and you got to find a weapon that is like 3, 4, 5 tiers higher than what you got.
and
But
I
you go
get
two
that.
more levels and now you find, that it's a very simplistic style of keeping the player engaged. But how I felt when I was playing the game is that it was very repetitive. So after I spent so many hours, like I played that game for a while, but I played it with people, like having fun with people and that kind of thing.
Hmm.
But everything that you do has to take you into an area where you're just not prepared. So if you're always not prepared, then the game is kind of redundant.
True, 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 true.
I used to stay in areas where I would still get decent amount of XP. I would have like the same around, tier of loot, but I would still be gaining my levels, and then I would advance further up. Like it's just a scaling game, a really grindy,
See,
pointless game.
I'm waiting for. There's a project that's coming out, and it has my interest. It has my attention. Okay, so there's rumors that the next Last of Us is going to be
We're
a
taking Alpha.
multiplayer game, but it's an open world multiplayer. And they're going to take a
Domination.
lot of inspiration and a lot of mechanics and a lot of the
Alpha
shit
secure.
from Days Gone because a lot of people shit on Days Gone for no
We have taken
reason
the lead.
because Days Gone was like
We're taking
it
Bravo.
was on like I remember when Days Gone became free
You
for
know
like
what?
a week
Yeah,
and then
they really slipped on Days Gone heavily.
it
Securing
slept,
objective
bro.
Bravo.
And then when the game went free for a week and everybody got the game and everybody raved about it, the creator of the game literally publicly stated like, "Fuck y'all," because like one, we did not get enough funding in the
Securing
beginning
Charlie.
of this to where, dude, you will never get a second one. We're now
Secure
shelved.
Bravo.
You're not getting a second one. All suddenly now you guys realize,
Bravo
oh,
secure.
we were there.
We
We're
control
it.
all objectives.
Now you guys
Maintain the
are
perimeter.
here to
Securing
see what's
Charlie.
happening. And then it's like, oh, we want a second. You will never get a second. We
The
will never
enemy
get
took
a second.
Charlie.
That game
The
flopped
enemy took Alpha.
because of one the biker thing. They're like, oh, he's biker, but he's not like leather daddy
Man, that
gay, and
game
it's
was
like he's
anticipated
America's
for
We're
biker.
taking
3 or 4 years. Like that game was
We control
people
Mm.
love the concept of that game. It's like Left 4 Dead. So when Left 4 Dead was
But
popular,
it's
and
open world Left 4 Dead.
I can
It's
speak
lit.
I can speak on this because I was one of those people anticipating on shit. Me and my uncle,
enemy
and we
securing Bravo.
followed it, and it was highly anticipated.
Securing Alpha.
They promised this, they promised that, and then it just didn't
Pulse
come.
check
So
online.
you know what? People got tired. Other games came out, different formats came out, different engines came out, and that game became obsolete with never being released. And then when it finally did get released, and it was supposed to be a
We control
PlayStation
all objectives.
exclusive, I mean it was, but it was supposed to be a PlayStation exclusive that no one gave a fuck. We didn't give a fuck. You talking about Left 4 Dead, but oh, Back 4 Blood's coming out, which is the Left 4 Dead fucking 3 now that everyone's been waiting
Well,
for 15 years.
yes.
Objective
It
Charlie
Well,
made
is
itself
to
compromised.
be
obsolete by
honest,
just their developers
I
not being able to come out.
Switching mags.
I think they're having a huge license issue, and it's made by like a partial squad of the original people because the original team couldn't develop forward. So
Enemy
they
taking
branched
Bravo.
off to their own indie studio to do this. There's like a whole big thing about it with the one of the leading developers and a lot of the team because of the
We're
one
losing
which
Bravo.
you're saying like
The enemy
was
controls the
advancements
objective.
in
Assault
technology
those
and just
positions.
platforming in general, and then just
Securing
Xbox kind of shoving them to the side for a moment and just things progressing in certain ways. It sat too long. Like, it kind of missed its mark to come back again. But they had to rebrand it. Literally, same formatting and whatnot, but just rebranded. And I like that. I'm not an Xbox fan. I'm a Sony pony. I still think the concept of, you got Xbox, you daddy boy. Like, it's just, I grew up with that idea. Because I'm a Sony pony. But I did like Left 4 Dead. I like both of them. They're solid as fuck.
I'm a gamer, bro. I started off from PC. I went to Xbox, and then I went to PlayStation, and I bounced back from PlayStation to Xbox. But I mean, I don't care for either one or the other over either one or the other. If they have games that I like, I'm gonna play the games that I like. But in a sense, not in a sense, in an actuality, I've been on my PlayStation far more than my Xbox. But when the S came out, when the XS came out, I didn't even touch my PlayStation. Just because the XS came out with a game called Dead Cells. Dead Cells was my shit, and at the time, it was only currently available for Xbox. And it's a side scroller. Well, you know what it is.
I have it on my phone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you know what it is.
Yeah, it's great, bro. Like, I remember when they were branching over to other consoles, because I have it on my phone. I think it got ported to Switch at a certain point. No. I'm misremembering where it got ported, but I followed it because it looked really good. And I was like, what? And it's a little indie team by like 12 people, and everybody got equal cuts because they're all considered leading members of the company. So I was like, oh, that's a win, bro. You guys are not being pressured to do like horrible shit. You guys work as a unit because you're all getting unit pay. Like, if one person's falling back, like, we gotta talk as a team because that's what it is. It's like 12 people making it. Like, I like that because the story of that company is pretty dope.
Enemy taking Charlie.
He heard me. I got this choppy fucking run right now. It's not a smooth transition.
Hostile mortar strike in the area.
I don't know if I gotta retake my controller apart, smooth it back out.
I've went through so many remotes. Like, I'm one of those people, I'll take part to remote between the analogs and things.
I'll do it all the time. I do it quite often.
But I did it so much to where, like, you know, the clips on the analog, the two where the dials go in, and it allows it to read the function when you rotate it. Those end up breaking, so that's why, like, when the kid moved in, I told them they could play the P4 because it's not my P4. I told them they could play it, but you have to get your own remote.
Yeah.
Because I went through so many third parties.
Drop shot it.
I went through so many third party remotes to where, like, because I didn't want to spend $60 on like a fucking P4 remote when the P5's out and everything. I was like, I don't want to do that. But I ended up topping out to it because I bought a Sony remote off of Amazon, and it played like a third party remote. It had like the similar things. Like, there's certain games so where I would play it and it would move like a grid pattern. It wouldn't move where my thumb would move. It would move in like squares. And I was like, what the fuck? Or like, what's wrong with remotes? And I was looking up Amazon like PlayStation remotes, and I realized like there's very convincing knockoffs that are being sold for those prices because they're not being sold by Sony. They're being sold by vendors with Sony products underneath Sony's marketplace, and they get cycled through so often. So I had it, and I went down to the GameStop one day, and I was just comparing boxes, and it's literally subtle details of, oh, this is a knockoff.
Right.
And I paid full price for a fucking knockoff when I've been paying like $30, $20 here and there, and then buying pre-used remote. I was like, I'm done. I'm just gonna go buy me one from the website, and that's what I did. And honestly, the remote bangs. Like it worked like a remote should work, and it kind of upset me in that idea of like how the marketplace for Amazon works. Because I knew how it worked, I didn't realize like things like that get into circulation so easily.
Yeah, and they're
You know?
approved. They're approved. It's the same
Yeah,
specs. They're fucking approved.
yeah, and that's the annoying part about it. But then when you go to use it in application, you're like, this is the
This ain't it.
$20 remote that weighs the same as an actual, because like it feels like it weighs like it. I was even comparing it to the remote that just broke, and I'm like, they feel like identical. Like what? Nah, bro, just
I got a Xbox controller that I had bought for my kids to plug into my PC, so when they play their Roblox, they can just plug in the Microsoft controller. And it's a El Cheapo. It's a little $24 joint.
Yeah, but they're playing Roblox.
Yeah, but the it maps the same. It maps the exact same. I didn't have to do any mapping. I didn't have to download any drivers. I didn't have to do anything extra. It's literally a plug and play. And it maps
Yep.
to the Roblox and the Microsoft Java, Minecraft, and all that. Like, and it was a little $24 fucking dig. I was gonna get a whole shit. Like, I was gonna get the wireless with the adapter and this, that, and the third. And it was literally the same controller for a fraction of the price. El Cheapo. And it was off brand. It was just it was a micro. It's not off brand. It was a Microsoft game controller. You know, all Microsoft. You know,
It was
maps
certified
to
by
all.
Microsoft.
Yeah, it's
but third
Microsoft,
party.
but it's
Yeah.
third party. It had
I know what you're
Microsoft on the packaging, and it's on the back of the controller. It's a Microsoft controller, but it's not an Xbox controller. But it looks and shape just like an Xbox controller.
That's what I think Microsoft did really well, considering Microsoft's PC, and they really did take the consideration of like taking the same remote for different applications, like PC to console, console to PC seamlessly. And I respect that. They really did that well. But another really shady thing that you actually look up, the reason why Xbox remotes still take batteries is because they cut in the deal with Duracell and companies of the sorts. So it boosts Duracell sales for these users because it works both ways. You have a controller that's long lasting, but the beneficial part of it is for Duracell because it led to like a company contract between the two entities. And I was like, oh, that's why. Like, and then you go and get a battery pack, and it costs more, but for some reason it doesn't feel like it lasts as long. And that's annoying because like my brother grew up on Xbox and we went through the whole like oh I have to go get my batteries. And he's like, oh you have to go get your wire. Like back and forth over the years. Because Sony versus Xbox. And then he'll go like, oh look, my controller died, popping in new battery. I'm like, yeah, but that shit's gonna die in 20 minutes. Watch, I just plug my controller in. He's like, ooh, watch me kick your cord and kill your console. Like, just fucking children. Like,
Going back and forth.
yeah. Hey, bro. I don't know what you're doing behind the curtain like that, bro, but go look at the man in you and like that. You're all sussy. I'm talking like that. She's like walking behind the curtain and she's fucking with the curtain. And the
Well, I know
issue
you
is,
wasn't talking to me. Just saying.
no. The issue is
Nah,
like
my cats. Well, of course.
it's dark outside and she's fucking with the curtain, and every time I turn around, I'm looking straight out to the cars in front of the crib, and I'm like, I don't like that, bro. You're fucking with my paranoia of privacy, bro.
My
Stop doing
shades,
that shit.
Brody, 1 foot down is all ruined by the cats. I had to put another sheet up or another, curtain up
Mm,
just to hide, like to keep my privacy and shit.
yeah.
Cause they got the whole damn bottom of my shades broken apart where they can get in and out. Like, oh, you bitches.
See, I'm kind of glad that my cat's declawed, but to be honest, I wouldn't have declawed her. I didn't do it,
I want to
but
declaw my cats. I want it. I want to declaw. Like they scratch. They just scratch. And I got another kitten, Peaches. You know my new kitten. I got a scar on my hand right now from her scratching my ass.
are you at least aware what they do when they declaw? Like the process?
I don't even
Where,
care. Just get it done.
alright, look at your hand. Like hold your hand out where you're looking at the top.
I dig it. They take their nails out. It's probably a very gruesome
No,
process.
it's not the nails.
Detonate the EMP.
And you see that
Oh, they
knuckle
open up
in
like.
your- No, I'm about to tell you. Look at your hand, the top of your hand.
Man, I'm on the game,
And
bro.
you know-
Just explain it.
They break their knuckles off. That knuckle in the center of your fingers, they bust them off there. So anything going up is gone. They break that shit off.
So
they
that
have
knuckle
half a
must
paw.
be the node where.
But they're
their
not
nails
taking
are
the
developed.
top knuckle where the nail is. They're busting the whole two knuckles above it. They're taking the shit off. And it's kind of inhumane in the idea of like, one, their claws are your defense system, and two,
They don't need to defend themselves in a household full of kids.
I
Now,
understand that.
you know me. I'm all for humane, but they're not humans. Two, I'm all for like naturality. I don't like neutering, spading, and all that. People talking about, oh, you fixing. No, you're breaking them. Don't talk about. Don't say you're fixing them. You're breaking them because their natural order is working. You just don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with monthly campers.
And the
putting
same
on
thing
your
what I
dog and
had with
shit.
like Cuz, my old cat Cuz.
Mhm.
I didn't. He's a well, obviously he was a male, but he sprayed everywhere, ruined my couches, fucked my house up, ruined my carpets. It took me a while to get his smell, like some months to get his smell out of my house. But I never took him to the vet to get him neutered. I never took him to the vet to get him declawed or nothing like that. I don't believe in that thing because that's not the natural order thing. He's doing what he's naturally meant to do, mark his territory and look for a mate, and you know the whole nine.
I feel that.
So we gave him
but I
to a
wanna add
family
this.
where he had room. He didn't have space here. We gave him to a family that he had space, and they also believed in the same things, or maybe not, but it's their decision. But he had space to do so.
I would, like, me personally, like, I don't like the smell of, like, ammonia. Like, ammonia is one of those smells, the second I smell it, it triggers, like, rage, like, deep-seated rage, where it's like, I can't stand that smell. Like, litter box, the litter box, like, I clean so often, because I can't stand that smell. Like, bro, it's just, that's like,
So I got a question.
deep-seated rage.
When you clean your litter box, do you clean for the clumps? Is that a daily thing, or like how often do you do it?
I do it like every 3 days. Like, I'm not doing it daily. Because at the end of the day, like, fuck them. I'm not they bitch. Like, that's kind of how I feel. But it's annoying. Like, I don't like that smell. Like, at all. I do it like 3 to 4 days. Like, if a week goes by, like 5 days, like a business week, okay. But if I walk in the kitchen, I can smell it, I'm low-key throwing the box outside and I'm rinsing it. I can't do ammonia. Ammonia,
Right.
literally, I don't like that smell. And it's part of, like, when I was a kid at my dad's house, I would occasionally sleep in the den, and the den had sliding glass doors, and the cats used to come into my yard, because, like, my yard was the only gated yard in, like, my side of the neighborhood, and all the rabbits, like, bro, I had a big yard, and when I say it's like a sea of nothing but, like, little cotton balls in the yard, and it's like a
Man,
sea,
I'm getting
I
smacked
had,
up, bro.
like, hundreds of rabbits in my yard, and there would be babies, there'd be big ones, little ones, like, it was so amazing, and the cats came by and was killing off the rabbits, and they would piss right outside my door. So every morning when I would go out to go see the rabbits, 6 o'clock in the morning to go lay in my backyard, that was the happiest time of my childhood. I could say like it was legit bliss because I was the only person, like I'm the only person in my county where I'm waking up at like 4 o'clock, and by 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock I'm laying in my backyard with hundreds of rabbits. Just it was so magical. It was the most magical shit. And then just neighborhood cats and people having outdoor cats because it was like a cul-de-sac, like cats getting hit by cars, a bunch of old people and shit. And then the cats just start killing off the rabbits. The cats are pissing outside my door every morning. I'm like walking outside, I'm watching them getting diminished. And the only thing I can smell is ammonia right outside of my door. Oh my god. It was horrible. Like, I don't like cats. I own a cat. I didn't choose the cat. The cat chose me. Like,
Cat life.
when I leave,
Cat gang.
no, cat loves me, bro. Like, if I leave, I used to leave often, like, for 2 week, like, stints. I would come back and my cat would be, like, hairless from her back of her spine down. Because, like, she wouldn't know what to do without me. And it became very prevalent to me of, like, this is a codependent relationship. She needs an owner. Like, my cat legit like picked me and was like, "You're mine. I don't care. You're mine." And it's always been that way. And it's the only cat that I can say like I truly have a feeling for of like, "Oh no, this is my cat. This is my animal." But besides like that, like bro, I tried to get rid of the cat, getting rid of her several times, and like the cat would come back or like just some shit happens, the cat comes back, and now I'm just like, I'm stuck with this fucking cat. But because
Once you
like
feed them, they know where to come back to.
it's not even that, bro. When like it was my cousin's cat, and she had like 7 cats at the time. She broke up with a man.
I was
The
gonna
cat
say,
was
dude,
his
you busy.
cat, and then she brought the cats to my backyard because my neighbors were cats and ducks. So she let all the cats out. This cat did not leave the fucking backyard for a month, and we were getting to the point of concern that the cat was literally gonna die in the backyard because she didn't leave. She would sit there and look through the window and meow, 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 like for hours, like 6 hours of straight meow. But it would only be when I would show up. Like if she seen me, lost her shit. Literally be jumping on glass, like tapping on it, meow, loud as fuck. And I only met the cat once before that. Like, it's wild. Or if I would go outside to go smoke, the cat's laying in my lap. Wouldn't fuck with anybody else. The cat's just laying there playing. I'm like, get off. Like, fuck off. Like, go live your life. I didn't choose it. It chose me. And because of the association of that, I'm stuck with her till she dies. Like, I don't have options. She'll literally die if I leave her too long, bro. Like, like when I say I would leave for 2 weeks, bro, and come back to a half a hairless cat, it would legit be to the point of like, I have to take the cat to the vet. And when I leave, the cat has to be medicated because otherwise she's ripping out her fur aggressively. Like they sent me a video one time of her literally pulling out clumps, like where it's straight up ball patches right underneath. Like she was wah, 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 for like an hour, and they'll go and stop her the whole time, but she would be wah, wah, and then attack you because you're trying to like get her to stop it. But my cat literally loses her shit. Like it's the weirdest thing. That's like it's a codependent relationship. Like I tell her my secrets. I don't, and I have comfort in mind that I can relay things that I can't speak to other people to her, and she has somebody that's always there. It's a win-win. I consider it that way. So that's what it is. She's a holder of my heart and just my secrets, and then I'm a holder of like knowing that she's not abandoned, I guess. It's wild. Like I legit have a codependent relationship with this fucking animal, bro. And it's just wild. But no, that's my baby stuff. Stares at me and shit from the window like, yeah, you called me. Alright, division is done. Here is a place. when it got update 1.8, the legacy update, I didn't get to play it, but I know they reworked a lot of shit when that update dropped.
I'm sitting here trying to play objectives and everybody else running around trying to get kills.
It's Call of Duty. What do you expect, bro? It's half-wits playing that game.
Activate the
I want
EMP.
the better KD over you. Go play ranked if you want that way.
I'm not even impressed with like this ranked mode.
Hostile UAV active.
They added because we've been asking for the past like 3 games. Literally since 2019, we've been asking for ranked. Because the skill-based matchmaking is so tuned, and it's been getting more and more like precisely tuned, to where like every game you're sitting up, every game you're like just there. That's why I like Battlefield. I like because Battlefield feels casual, bro. It's hard to do a skill-based game with 64 players in a sandbox arcade mode. It can be done, but
I played Battlefield for
like...
years. From Xbox 360 all the way to the Xbox One for years. Battlefield 4 was my shit. I am level 111 on the Xbox, and I am level 115 on the PlayStation, like individually. I've played that shit for years.
I played all the bad companies, but I never played a multiplayer. 3, I kind of played multiplayer. I liked it. I'm so used to, at the time, I was so used to Call of Duty, where bullet arcing, velocity, and all that shit didn't make sense to me. I'm like, this is dumb. I'm pointing my gun at you. Why is my bullet like why is it not making contact? As a child, I was like, this is stupid.
If you look up, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, bro.
But 4, I really liked 4. And 4 made sense to me. Or like, oh, this is Battlefield. This makes sense. And that's the conclusion of it. Like,
if you look up my gamer tag on my Xbox, my gamer tag doesn't have an underscore. It's a space. That's how old my fucking gamer tag is. If you look up my gamer tag in Xbox DVR, you'll be able to watch my old Battlefield 4 clips and shit like that. I got some joints. Like, I'm smacking shit. Battlefield 4 was my shit. I don't even want to play Call of Duty no more, to be honest.
To be honest, we'll go down to Division 2. When was the last time you played it? Because they had their Legacy update. Their Legacy update.
But I've beaten it so many times, the Division doesn't really have a lot of replay value. Like, now I could probably play it and get some fulfillment and some enjoyment out of it. But
well, they're now in Season 4, if that makes sense. We now have seasons.
Nah, that doesn't make sense to me. I didn't know that they had seasons. Once I stopped playing, I stopped playing.
The Legacy event changed a lot. 1.8, when Division 1 came out, 1.08 was a Legacy update because it changed a lot about the Division 1. And then when Division 2, I stopped playing around 1.08 because it was a very big change and it brought in a bunch of new shit. And I haven't played it. Like, it's telling me the last time I played was 496 days, 7 hours, and 37 minutes. I've missed the last like couple big updates. Cause I played 106, I played 107, and I remember being anticipating 108, but then I just didn't play it. But no, like I would probably get back into it, to be honest. Plus, like, we're having Heartlands come out sometime this year, so I am now replacing Call of Duty
and stuff like that.
I don't know. I'm just not getting back into it. What do you mean?
Like a story arc with a new boss type shit, a couple new weapons, like how they normally do.
I'm looking at patch notes right now. Like, Season 4, end of watch, so I'm guessing there's a story associated to that. Optimization of station, global event shop, new gears, the summit challenges, balance and bugs fixes. Season 3, new PvP mode, the summit, So I'm guessing that's what the summit is. A new, my bad, PvE mode. New appearance mods, gameplay changes, Operation Iron Horse and Discovery mode, update and balancing bugs. Season 2 was pure legacy. So yeah, there's been a story. So they've been progressing the story with these seasons. New raid, Operation Iron Horse. New audio, update our audio
Hold on,
and
hall pass.
localization.
2 seconds. 2 seconds.
We're good.
This is for a stream here. I currently don't know how to change the game settings of my stream. So what I'm gonna have to do now is end my stream, which I don't want to do, and then restart my stream with new game credentials. So I appreciate those who will watch, who have watched. This is Ignorant Smiles. We are Grind Games. Hall Pass is here.